Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk about something very real, something most people feel but don't really understand. Why do some people leave silently? No goodbye, no explanation, just distance. We're going to break down the psychology behind this, what actually goes on in their mind, why they choose silence over communication, and why it hurts so deeply for the person who is left behind. If you've ever been in a situation where someone slowly faded away from your life, this video will help you make sense of it, and more importantly, it will help you heal. So make sure you watch till the end, because the last part might change the way you look at silence forever. There is a kind of pain that doesn't come from harsh words. It comes from silence. No goodbye, no explanation, no warning, just a slow, quiet distance. At first, you don't notice it. Everything looks normal on the surface. They still reply, they still exist in your world, but something feels different. The energy changes, the effort fades, the connection feels empty. And then, one day, it hits you. They didn't just change, they left. Without telling you, without giving you a reason, without giving you closure. And that kind of goodbye stays with you longer than any argument ever could. Because when someone leaves without words, they don't just leave your life, they leave questions inside your mind. Most people think endings are loud. They imagine shouting, crying, clear words like, "I'm done." But real life is not always that simple. Sometimes people don't end things. They slowly disappear. They stop trying. They stop showing up. They stop being present. Not all at once, but little by little, like a light slowly dimming, until one day there is nothing left. And the hardest part? You don't even know when it ended. Why silence hurts more than words? You might think, isn't silence better than harsh words? But here's the truth. Silence hurts in a deeper way, because words give you something to hold on to. Even if they hurt, they give you clarity. But silence gives you nothing. No reason, no explanation, no closure, only questions. And your mind keeps searching for answers that don't exist. You replay every moment, every message, every call, every memory, trying to understand where it all went wrong, but silence never answers back. Let me tell you a simple story. There were two people. They talked every day, they shared everything, they laughed at small things. It felt easy, it felt real. Then slowly, things started changing. Replies became shorter, calls became less frequent, excuses became more common. At first, it was ignored. Maybe they are busy, maybe they are stressed. But deep inside, something felt wrong. Days turned to distance, and one day, the conversations just stopped. No fight, no goodbye, just silence. And the person left behind kept staring at their phone, waiting for a message that never came. If that felt familiar, it's because many people have lived this story. The hidden psychology behind silent leaving. Now let's understand something important. People who leave silently are not always heartless. In many cases, they are people who felt too much for too long, but didn't know how to express it. 1. They feel deeply but stay quiet. Some people are emotional but silent. They don't say what they feel. They don't complain. They don't demand. They expect the other person to understand without words. And when that doesn't happen, they feel invisible, unseen, unheard. And slowly, they stop trying. 2. They got tired of repeating themselves. Sometimes silence comes after many attempts. They tried to explain, they tried to fix things, they tried to stay, but nothing changed. So they stopped talking, not because they didn't care, but because they felt like their words didn't matter. 3. They fear difficult conversations. Not everyone knows how to handle emotional talks. Some people avoid conflict. They don't want drama. They don't want conflict. So instead of saying, "This is not working," they choose the easier path. They disappear. 4. They are protecting their heart. Sometimes leaving silently is a defense mechanism. They feel like staying will hurt more, so they leave before things get worse. They choose distance over damage. 5. They already left emotionally. By the time they leave physically, they have already left emotionally. They have already processed the ending. They have already imagined life without you. So when they finally go, it feels sudden to you, but for them, it was a long, quiet decision. Silent leaving is not a single moment. It is a journey. Let's walk through it. Stage 1. Silent disappointments. It starts with small things. Unmet expectations, ignored efforts, unnoticed feelings. Nothing big enough to end things, but enough to hurt. Stage 2. Emotional withdrawal. They begin to pull back. Less sharing, less excitement, less presence. You may feel it, but you may not address it. Stage 3. Reduced effort. Now they stop trying. No more deep conversations, no more meaningful effort. Everything becomes surface level. Stage 4. Internal goodbye. They start detaching, preparing themselves, learning to live without you while still being around you. Stage 5. Silent exit. And then they're gone, without a word. If you were the one left behind, this is what you feel. 1. Endless questions. You keep asking why, what happened, what did I do, and the silence keeps growing. 2. Self-doubt. You start blaming yourself. Maybe I wasn't enough. Maybe I made mistakes. Your confidence breaks slowly. 3. Overthinking. Your mind replays everything, searching for a reason, but finding none. 4. Emotional pain. This pain is quiet, but deep, because confusion hurts more than truth. The truth you need to hear. Here's something important. Not everyone knows how to end things properly. Some people lack emotional maturity. Some people don't understand their own feelings. And some people choose silence because it feels easier. But easier for them created pain for you. Was it your fault? This question stays the longest. Was it my fault? The answer is not completely. Yes, maybe you made mistakes, but that doesn't mean you deserved silence. You deserved honesty. You deserved clarity. You deserved a proper goodbye. What you should do now. If someone left you silently, this is your path forward. 1. Accept what happened. Even if it was not said, it ended. Accepting this is the first step. 2. Stop waiting for closure. They may never explain, and waiting will only hurt you more. 3. Create your own closure. Tell yourself, it ended, and I accept it. That is power. 4. Protect your self-worth. Their silence does not define you. It reflects them, not you. 5. Learn and grow. Every experience teaches something. Understand the signs. Understand yourself better. 6. Let go with strength. Don't chase. Don't beg. Don't lose your dignity. Because if someone wanted to stay, they would have. A deeper realization about silence. Silence is never empty. It speaks. Sometimes it says, I am tired. Sometimes it says, I feel unseen. Sometimes it says, I gave up. Think about the last time they truly tried, the last time they showed effort, the last time they made you feel important. Now ask yourself, how long ago was that? Because sometimes people don't leave suddenly. They leave slowly while we are still hoping things are fine. Not all endings come with words. Some come with silence. Soft, slow, invisible, but deeply painful. because they leave behind questions instead of answers, memories instead of closure, and silence instead of goodbye. But remember this, just because someone left without explaining does not mean you were not worth explaining to. It only means they didn't know how to, and that says everything about them and nothing about your worth. Some endings don't come with a final conversation. They arrive quietly and stay unfinished. And maybe that's what makes them so hard to accept, because you were ready to understand, but they chose not to explain. You were willing to stay, but they chose to walk away in silence. But here's something you need to hold on to. Not every person who enters your life is meant to stay, and not every exit will come with clarity. Some people leave in a way that teaches you how to stand on your own, how to stop chasing answers, and how to choose your peace over confusion. It may not feel fair, it may not feel complete, but it is real. And one day, you won't need their explanation anymore, because you will realize the closure you were searching for was never in their words. It was in your decision to stop waiting, to stop questioning, and to finally move forward. And when that moment comes, you won't feel empty. You'll feel free. If this video made you feel understood or helped you see things more clearly, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because here we talk about real emotions, real psychology, and real life situations that most people go through silently. Hit the subscribe button and be a part of a space where you don't have to feel alone. And if this video connected with you, share it with someone who might need to hear this today. I'll see you in the next video.